Hi, Virgo. It is Jen here from tarotspirit.net and going to be doing your September 2016 monthly tarot reading. You're my last sign, last but not least. Two of my very dear friends are Virgos, so I love y'all. Y'all. I'm not Southern. I don't know why I said that. Um, Although it's really funny, I think my very good friend, he's gay, but we always would joke about how we would drive, like, because we love each other. We have a special relationship, but we always joke how we would drive, if he wasn't gay, that we would drive each other crazy anyway, because uh, I don't know. I just don't. I'm not so sure and I'm not an astrologer, so maybe Virgo and Sagittarius could work, but I sort of don't think so. But we're great, we're amazing friends. So I think that's why a lot of relationships don't work out, because the reality of having to live with some people, even if you're great, great friends, but having to really integrate your life and live together, they're often two really amazing people but they just are not meant to live in the same house with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just not always possible. Okay. So you have some nice. It's so funny because you have the King and Queen of Wands. So I don't know. So you have this fire energy. So maybe you have a lot of fire sign friends. I don't know. Um, but let's just get going here. The World. At the bottom of the deck is the World. So this is um, reaching some sort of completion, accomplishing a goal. You've maybe completed something in August, and which is wonderful, and be proud of that and be happy about that. Um, but don't get too discouraged if you're then kind of like, well, shit, what do I do now? Like there's almost a little bit of a void or an emptiness. I think it's really a natural part of human nature. Once you accomplish a goal, then you're kind of like, okay, well, that was great and all, but it's not the end all be all. It's not like, okay, I accomplished that goal and now my life is complete and I'll never want anything again or need anything again. I'm full, I'm whole, it's done. It's done deal. Like that just isn't human nature. Which is probably a good thing because we need to keep striving, right? It's life's the journey, not the destination type. I think that's the energy of that saying. So don't be surprised if there's a little bit of an undercurrent of, what am I going to do now? Like a little bit of just sort of uneasiness or restlessness. Feeling, but I think you're going to find your passion from the looks of these cards. um, well, at the top you have the Ten of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. So, um, what's your happily ever after? It's going to look, there is no definition of happily ever after. I mean, fairy tales are crap. So, your happily ever after could be being alone, it could be a successful career, it could be traveling. It could be a family and, settling down. It's going to look completely different for every single person. But to really think about it, like, what is my ideal? And make sure it's your ideal, though, not what society tells you, not what your friends tell you, um, not what the Joneses are doing. I was talking to one of my friends. I've been single for a long time. I'm divorced, and everyone's kind of like appalled that I've been alone for so long. I mean, I have my son here, so I'm raising a child. But they just like, people are just like, I get the weird looks like, I can't believe she's been single for so long. And I was talking to that with my friend who, she is not married. She's had a significant other for probably 20 years. They live together, they own their own a house together, and I mean, They're married. They're about as married as you can get, but not actually married, and they don't have kids. And so she gets the, I can't believe you're not married. Why aren't you not married? Why don't you have kids? Like, it's kind of like, you know what? Because I don't want to be married and I don't want kids. And why do I have to? Like, there, these expectations. So don't put any expectations on your life that are not truly your own, that you really feel is important. There's a lot of people in your reading, and I'm not really sure what to make of it, honestly. You have the Empress, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So, whew, I really feel like you're, with this Wands, it's like you're really finding your passion. You're really kind of the theme of the Ten of Cups. It's like you're doing a lot of soul searching. Something's come to completion. You're sort of in a reassessment period, and it's like, what do I really want? What am I passionate about? What do I want to bring into my life? And you're also, there are a lot of sort of leadership cards going on. The Empress is a very nurturing. For some of you, this could be pondering about having a baby. The Empress is Mother Earth, giving birth, nurturing, bringing, creativity, bringing things to life. Um, so for some of you, you may be pondering if you want a baby or not. There are some positive cards for that, if that is something that's on your mind. There is some hurt and disappointment. This is the only negative card on the table. So this is sort of like getting something clear in your mind, and once you do that, it sort of hurts. So, um, maybe your happily ever after and your significant other's happily ever after don't match, and you realize, if I really want kids, or if I don't want kids and he does, or whatever, like, I'm going to have to sort of move on. So for a small percent of you, that could be the case. I'm just trying to throw out different scenarios. But I think really finding your passion, I mean, for some of you, you're really going to find someone who really brings out the best in you. It really motivates you. It's like a passionate relationship with each other, but it's also, they challenge you and inspire you to live your life to the fullest, to go after your happily ever after. And so I really feel like you guys are going to be finding your passion this month. But I also see with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, it's like this passion you're going to really bring into the world tangibly. It's like it's not just an internal thing. It's like you are going to start your own business, move, if you're happily ever after involved. I want to live by water. Well, why the hell do I live in the middle of Arizona then? I need to be by the ocean. It's like you're going to just be so inspired to go after these things that you're going to say, enough. Life is short. You only live once. Maybe something came to a completion. Maybe it's you're done school, a relationship ended, a lease is up on an apartment, something that it sort of creates an opportunity to reassess and move on. And so, this is your energy. You can make all of this happen. You guys are incredibly organized and can manifest things in the physical world very easily. But with the Empress, it's like you're really coming into your power this month, whether you're male or female. So you're really nurturing yourself and who you truly are and what you truly want, and bringing that and standing into your own power, but doing it with, it's like you're really owning it the way the King of Wands with enthusiasm. It's like you're not apologizing for who you are and what you want. And again, standing in your power. And I think you're going to be inspirational, or there's going to be some event that really inspires you to do this. It could be sort of um, some situation that sort of caught you off guard and hurt you a little bit. It's like you're really going to be able to see the wisdom. You guys are practical, so you're going to see the wisdom in the situation and allow that to motivate you to go after what's really important. I mean, for some of you, it could be you were hanging on to a relationship that wasn't working, that wasn't going to, that was never, I mean, I don't know if anyone ever truly reaches their happily ever after, but they can keep working towards it. And you realize whatever situation, a job, a partnership, a relationship, it wasn't, it was impossible. It was never going to get you to where you wanted to be. It literally wasn't going to happen for whatever reason. And you had to come to that realization. It was kind of like, it was made you really sad, but then it's like, well, you know what? I'm incredibly practical and smart, and time to move on. Where do I want to go? What do I really want? And it's helped you get really clear on and where you want to go. And you have the Three of Cups, which is really nice. This is sort of showing maybe banding together with other like-minded people to as you move forward. Going out, getting out of the house, living life with passion. For an earth sign, you guys do tend to like to, and it depends on your moon sign and star sign, so this is very stereotypical, but you guys do tend to like to be quiet and at home. This is maybe saying that you're actually going to feel like getting up and getting out. You're going to feel really inspired to move, to make movement, to get going. And again, whether it's moving house, moving where you live, moving on, moving. There's a lot of movement, a lot of get up and go type of energy. You know, you have the Page and the Queen of Pentacles offering, so you may have a new job offer, some sort of new opportunity that's going to come in. And it could be this new opportunity, whether it's like a new job that you had to move for, or something like that, that sort of makes you realize that, so maybe your significant other's like, I am not moving. I will never move. I want to be here. And you never really saw yourself staying where you were. Eventually you saw yourself somewhere else. And so that type of dynamic that you're like, wait a minute, we have different passions. We have different views of happily ever after. And so you're going to take steps to set you up so that you are on the path to achieving that goal. This was a very different reading than a lot of the other cards have, but pretty inspiring nonetheless. So thanks for watching. I hope it's a great month for you, and I'll see you at the next reading. Take care.